to Ultimate Survival Gear. Today, as you guys can see, I have another review of a combat shirt, and this time it is Crye Precision G4 combat shirt. Wanted to make this review for quite some time. Was trying to get G4 or G3 for myself for quite some time, but yeah, these are not cheap. This just over $200 brand new if you're getting it brand new. So it does take some saving up to do, but is it worth it? Well, hopefully after watching this review, you will be able to tell for yourself for sure if it is worth it or not. To me personally, I think this is really the best of the shirt, of all the shirts that I have. So to me personally, it's definitely worth it. But let's start the review by starting with the comfort level. So far I had the opportunity to do a few drills in a very hot weather. Out here in Kentucky, it's been close to 100 in the past couple of weeks, and I've been doing some drills, running around, doing some live fire drills, getting into the prone position, crawling around through the variety of terrain, wearing the shirt. And I have to tell you, whenever it comes to the comfort, this is very, very impressive. Now, I want to start with the fabric, and that's one of the main differences between the Generation 3 and the Generation 4 Crye Precision combat shirts is that they have actually moved to a different fabric. Now it features, from the previous NICO that they had in the Generation 3, it features VTX RIPSTOP. And the VTX RIPSTOP, not only it is like 20%, just under 20% lighter than the NICO, so yes, it does feel quite light, which definitely contributes to the comfort level. It does have a little bit of a stretch compared to the NICO, so you do have just a little bit of the stretch, but enough if you obviously combat shirt, doing a lot of active stuff, definitely contributes to that, but also contributes, of course, to the comfort level as well. Also, another plus, huge plus, I would say it can go to a few different criteria, but comfort level definitely, is that this fabric, this VTX RIPSTOP, does dry a lot faster than the blend of nylon and cotton, the NICO that they use in the G3. So again, if you're doing the running around active stuff and it's quite hot, you're sweating, everything's getting wet, well, it's not staying wet for a very long time. It dries up pretty quickly. 60% supposedly quicker than the NICO. Now, the rest of the material, and this is another cool thing about the G4, is that you can actually get the rest of the shirt if you want in the same VTX. It is a little bit more expensive. I think it is $30–40 more expensive if you want the rest. But honestly, I do like to have this very nice soft material, which is mod acrylic, and it feels very good, especially if you're planning to wear a chest rig, a plate carrier, or you know, a backpack, I guess. Yeah, it definitely adds to the comfort level. So it is up to you if you want to go with the VTX throughout the whole thing or mod acrylic in the body. I personally prefer that. But yes, it is a lot softer and a lot more breathable material. So for hot weather, it is quite nice. So overall, on the comfort level, very impressive. I think we're gonna go back to the comfort level here and there because there are a lot of things that are implemented into the shirt that contribute to the comfort level, so we will fall back on that. But let's move on for now to proofing and protection. Now, proofing wise, this is flame resistant. Just like the mod acrylic fabric is supposedly flame resistant. That's not one thing that I've tried it, but yes, it's advertised as flame resistant. Now, whenever it comes to the water, like I said, obviously it's not waterproof, but it's even better than waterproof. It's something that dries up really quickly. So I think that's a lot more important, a lot more beneficial to have in your combat shirt. Moving further to the protection, besides the ripstop fabric that is lighter, stretchier, dries up quicker, it is also actually a tougher. It's like 3 times or 4 times stronger than the previous Nikon, so that is very impressive. You can implement the, let me see if I can show you, there is actually an improved, I think in my opinion, compared to the previous generation, an improved insert, not the insert, but where the insert goes for your airframe elbow pads. And they don't come with a shirt, you have to get them separately. I think they're like $35. So if you are doing a lot of elbow work, maybe that's something for you to consider. Okay, let's move on to quality and the design features. Now, quality-wise, Crye Precision, I mean, there is a reason why top-tier operators around the world, they choose Crye Precision whenever it comes to combat shirts, combat pants, whenever it comes to backpacks, whenever it comes to plate carriers. Crye Precision, the quality stuff. I was waiting to get one of these for quite some time now. But let's concentrate on the review and let's talk about the design features. So you have the Velcro cuffs, so you can adjust and have it perfectly sit, not flap around and not get in the way. Pretty good. Moving further, we have our kind of almost a signature, I guess, in a way, bicep pockets. Although this is another big difference that some people are not a fan of. Personally, I do like it more than in the G3. You have the bicep pockets with now featuring the YKK zipper. Check this out. It makes it a bit more low profile compared to the previous generation, the Velcro flap that Crye Precision has. Again, nothing against those. Works very well for a lot of people and a lot of people prefer those, but I think this is I think it's better because it's low profile. Now, one cool thing that I wanted to mention before I move on, because I'll probably forget and I think that's part of the features. As you can see on the inside of the pocket, there is the same monocrylic mesh, which means that you can use these pockets, as a ventilation pocket. So if it's extra hot, just pop this thing open and there you go. Of course, you have your patch, Velcro patch attachments on your sleeves. You have a little pen pocket, or I guess maybe possibly a glow stick can fit in here if you don't need a pen and you prefer to have a glow stick instead of a pen. Probably worth mentioning here, as you can see, there are separate panels, underarms, so that adds, first of all, more durability and also more mobility to this shirt. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention whenever it comes to the collar, and that is a slight upgrade, but definitely adds to the comfort level as well, and I think it's a cool feature, is that both sides, as you can see, both sides of this YKK zipper, they have the chin guard. Very subtle addition, but definitely adds to the comfort level. If you prefer to have your zipper all the way up on your collar, all right, not always the choice, but if you do want that, yeah, it's not gonna bother you whatsoever. And because the fabric is a lot lighter, yeah, I think the G4 is this is the way to go. The G3 is more of this type of person. But again, that's just me. All right, one thing, probably last thing in the features I wanted to mention is that there is a longer hem in the back, just yeah, to prevent from this thing getting untucked from your combat pants. Okay, let's move on to the sizing and fitment. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention here before I forget is that whenever it comes to fitment, the fabric, it does come with warning, suggestion, whatever you want to call it, is that in order to get it in the right size, you do have to wash it. So if you're getting it brand new and you're taking it out of the packaging and you're putting it on and it's a little bit loose, don't rush sending it back, because if it's just a little bit loose, yes, it does need machine washing to fit to its true size. Personally, I know whenever it comes to sizing, it can be pretty difficult, but in my experience, the sizing that is on the Crye Precision website is accurate, all right? But again, I've been reading quite a few comments online saying that no, you have to go smaller size. For reference, I'm 150 pounds, 5'10", and this is a small regular, and I think it fits me just like it is supposed to. So I think it is true to the size, but again, there's some people on the internet saying that no, you have to go smaller. Maybe they did not wash it yet, but keep in mind, it does come with the machine washing warning or suggestion. You pick. Okay, let's move on to application really quickly. Obviously, combat shirt, so it is designed to perform in combat. It's designed to give you, yes, of course, comfort, yes, of course, mobility, durability, longevity, to be as tailored, as precise as possible, just like with the combat pants from Crye Precision. I will do a review. I have those as well. I have a G3 for the pants, so I'm going to do a review on that as well. But like I said in the beginning, there's a reason why Crye Precision, you know, the shirts and the pants from Crye Precision are like top 3 choice by top tier operators. All right, so if it's good enough for them, it's definitely good enough for me. So yeah, and let's talk about the very last criterion here is a price tag. Like I said in the beginning, it is just over $200, depending on the color that you're getting, and there are quite a few colors that I want to mention. This is my favorite, multicam. I mean, really, after seeing multicam in person, I just can't go with anything else. I did like multicam black, and I still do like it, but I think multicam is just, yeah. But there are a few different colors. There is a multicam tropic that is a little bit more greener. There's multicam arid, which is a little bit more tan. So depending on the terrain that you are going to be operating in, you know, pick one or the other. There's of course the more, I can't say subtle colors, like a Ranger green, there's in black. So there's a variety of colors. And of course, like I mentioned, you can get the full body of the shirt in the same color as well, in the same fabric, for a few extra dollars, for like $30–40. So depending on the price tag, depends on the color, and of course whether you want the same material or not. Okay, and that's the question that we asked in the beginning. Is it worth it? All right, so if you are, you know, if you want to be a prepared civilian, if you are an operator, if you're law enforcement, if you're running around doing drills, rucks, airsoft, this is the way to go. If you want the top of the line, this is the way to go. And yeah, there is a reason for the price and the features that you're getting and the years of experience, and the feedback from, again, top tier operators that are today wearing the shirt in the most dangerous parts of the world, putting their life on the line. Yeah, so yeah, if that's what you want, then that is what you're getting. And of course, is there really a price on the best of the best? That is the question you need to ask yourself. And if you say there is no price, then yes, of course, it's worth it. And that's really it. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I appreciate you watching. God bless, and I will see you all in the next video.